This man used to be the kindest soul you'd ever meet. Now, he's nothing but a ruthless killer. All because of the cursed blade in his hand. This sword feeds on human blood. It takes control of whoever wields it, turning them into a monster who kills without mercy. But to understand why, we have to go back to his childhood. His name was Jack. When he was young, his parents died, leaving only him and his little sister, Casey. Jack swore he'd protect her, no matter what. But in a time of endless war, Jack was forced to join the army. Before he left, he promised Casey he'd come home alive. The battlefield, however, was no place for someone as gentle as Jack. One day, his general set up an ambush in a nearby village. To prevent leaks, the general planned to kill every villager. Jack couldn't bring himself to slaughter innocent people. He fell to his knees, begging for their lives. The general threw him an old, rusted sword. If you can't kill them, then kill yourself. Jack thought of the promise he made to Casey. So, with trembling hands, he picked up the sword. The moment his fingers wrapped around the hilt, everything changed. Hesitation vanished. Madness consumed him. And Jack slaughtered every villager in sight. Even the general who gave him the order. The more blood the sword drank, the stronger it became. The more control it had over Jack's mind. Until eventually, he wiped out his entire camp. Somewhere deep inside, though, he still remembered his promise. So Jack began walking back toward home, killing anyone who crossed his path. In the forest, he met Dororo and the demon-slaying warrior Hyakkimaru. Hyakkimaru immediately recognized the blade for what it was. Not just a sword, but a demon in disguise. They fought. Hyakkimaru defeated Jack, who stumbled and fell off a cliff. Dororo reached for the sword afterward, but the instant he touched it, he felt his body moving on its own. The blade pulled him forward like a puppet on strings. And every time they came across humans, the cursed sword demanded blood. Thankfully, Dororo never lost himself completely. But the sword led him straight into a village, ready to massacre everyone there. Just before tragedy struck, Hyakkimaru appeared again. He struck the sword from Dororo's hand, freeing him. But in the next heartbeat, the blade was lifted once more. By Jack, he had survived the fall. His sister Casey had dragged him home, nursing him back to life. At first, Casey was overjoyed to have her brother back. But soon, she noticed something was wrong. Her kind brother couldn't even recognize her. He spoke only the sword's name, over and over. No matter what Casey said, no matter what she tried, nothing could bring the real Jack back. Until the sword called to him again. Then he stood, ready to leave. Casey begged him not to go, tears streaming down her face. For a moment, Jack's eyes softened, as if he remembered something, but he still walked away. Casey chased after him, and when Jack finally reclaimed the cursed blade, Hyakkimaru was waiting. This time, Jack wasn't the stronger one. Hyakkimaru struck him down. And for Jack, maybe that was the only piece left. A good man forced to kill, finally released from the curse. In his last moments, he looked at Casey, listened to her recall their childhood, and for the first time in years, he smiled. As his body fell lifeless, another demon statue cracked in Hell Hall. Hyakkimaru trembled. This demon had returned his ears. For the first time, he could hear, but the very first sound he heard was Casey's sobs over her brother's body. If you were Hyakkimaru, knowing that every organ you win back comes with heartbreak, would you still keep fighting?